Hello, this is the TradeSet Forex market preview and international economic data roadmap for the week beginning Sunday, June 18th and ending Friday the 23rd, 2017. Hope you had a good trading week. Here's a look. That's not the dollar index. There's the dollar index. Still dead flat now for 4 weeks basically on the dollar index. We got that 13 buy signal about 2.5 weeks ago. We touched the risk line actually twice now, but we can't break it. That's how those signals are supposed to work. Haven't curled up much yet, but it is what it is. So let's go through the major pairs. Here's the euro dollar, basically the inverse of the dollar index as it has been for a while. Here's the pound dollar, a little bit weaker over the last week or two, but nothing spectacular there. Here's the Aussie dollar, started to tick up a bit. Here's the pound yen, it's been down, but not exceptionally so. Here's the euro yen, fairly flat, and we will have a 13. In order to get the 13 sell signal, we need to be higher than the 8. So we'd have to hit new highs, but there's a sell signal pending on the euro dollar, or euro yen, sorry. Here's the pound Swiss, not much there. Let's take a look at the intra-week action. 30-minute candles on the euro dollar for the week. High to low is 150 pips or so, which is not very exciting. And of course, if you look at like Monday, Tuesday, all the way into Wednesday, we were basically in a 50 pip range the whole time. Finally spiked up and back on the Fed announcement, and like it never happened. So you spike up for 80 pips and come back about 3 hours later. Thursday was the one down day, and Friday recovered that a bit. So overall, none of that's very interesting. Here's the pound dollar. High to low is only 160 pips on the pound. So these are very narrow ranges. I'm not going to call this summer trading yet. We usually, but once a year, we go to half size. Usually doesn't happen until August, though, because the ranges get absolutely slow. This doesn't look good, but I don't know that it's a sign of the summer yet. So we'll just keep going as is. So let's take a look at the economic data that's due out this week. Sunday, New Zealand Westpac consumer sentiment, UK's Rightmove housing price index, trade balance out of Japan, new motor vehicle sales out of Australia. Monday, you've got Fed member Dudley speaking at 8 a.m. Australia's CB leading index. We got German speech out of somebody, whatever. FOMC member speaking Monday morning here in the U.S. Monetary policy meeting minutes out of the last Bank of Australia meeting, and the housing price index out of Australia at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time Monday. So nothing up to this point during the week. SECO economic forecasts out of Switzerland, German PPI, current account out of Europe, FOMC member speaking again at 8 a.m. on Tuesday, wholesale inventories out of Canada, current account out of the U.S., CB leading index out of China, GDT price index out of New Zealand, monetary policy meeting minutes out of Japan, MI leading index out of Australia. So still nothing major this week. We go to Wednesday, all industries activity out of Japan, public sector net borrowing out of the UK, German 30-year bond auction out of Europe, the Swiss National Bank quarterly bulletin, existing home sales and crude oil inventories here in the US. We got a rate announcement out of New Zealand, followed by their visitor arrivals and credit card spending. Takes us all the way to Thursday with still no major data. Swiss trade balance, Europe ECB economic bulletin, UK CBI industrial order expectations and 30-year bond auction, retail sales out of Canada, the weekly unemployment claims here in the U.S., housing price index here in the U.S., consumer confidence out of Europe, CB leading index here in the U.S., natty gas, that's the weekly number here in the U.S., Japan's flash manufacturing PMI, and then Friday, French, German, and the broad European flash and services manufacturing PMI data. Canada's got their CPI, all the various versions of it. Nothing in the U.S. on Friday until we have our manufacturing PMI and flash services PMI numbers. And then new home sales here in the U.S. We wrap the week with that. So not that interesting. None of our big three, no Fed meeting. The only rate announcement around the world is New Zealand. We don't have an options expiration. We just came out of triple expiration. Not much to talk about. I'm not sure what that's going to lead to for the markets. Obviously, part of the reason this might have been flat this week was because we did have triple expiration. And while that doesn't necessarily mean Forex expires, it certainly means the currencies expire. You know what? Is this right? Hold on a second. Yeah, it is. Okay. So I don't know. We'll just see what we get and hope we're not already into the doldrums of summer. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading week.